Welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast.
Yo, people. We live. Just trying to check out this stream right now. Just want to sort this out before there's no technicals and all that. Skants, can you hear me live and good?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, man. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? We're back. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. Both took a little break. Both our teams are on opposite sides of form, so yeah, it's all good now.
Yeah, man. Listen, while we just filtering, trying to get everyone locked in, everyone coming in. Big up everyone as well joining the show. Big up to the one, the only Geordie Dread. Got a shout out Geordie Dread, man. Always giving me laughs in his watch-alongs.
Yeah, good result for them boys today.
Yeah, man. It was a brilliant result for them guys, man. And today I thought I was going to hear Spec say this, but
1,000 lashes.
I thought I was going to hear that. I was going to hear 1,000 lashes, but Willock today got the lashes. But listen, man, let's forget all that. Let's get into the show straight off, man. And we got to talk about first. We're going to get into Liverpool, man. Season so far. Slots tactics, new signings. Scats, this is your team, man. So, start us off, man. Listen, season up till now, from the start up till now, how you feeling, man? What's your confidence like?
It's been, you're going to look at it, it's been a poor season, to be honest with you. The signings, didn't really expect anyone to hit the ground running. Probably apart from Isaac. I know he had obviously the trouble, how it all started and going on strike and stuff, as we had much football, but he's the one who's used to the league, so you expect him to do well. I said at the beginning of the season with you, I didn't expect Wirtz to hit the ground running. I wasn't expecting too much of him. I'd thought 10, 15 goals for the season would be a decent season in all comps. And he's starting to come good now. He's had some good games. He's now starting to score goals, get a few assists. So it's taken a while, but I didn't expect him to hit the ground running. I know a lot of Liverpool fans, a lot of rival fans saying, yeah, he's going to come in and do work. But to be honest with you, what new signings from a different league comes in and mashes work? Apart from TK's come in.
Yeah.
He's done well. He's probably been the best signing for us. Kirkers was a bit slow. He's sort of started to find his feet now. He's not too excited to be here. He's starting to show his form from last season. And as for Slot, it's like I don't know, it's just like he's lost confidence in himself, to be honest with you. He's lost. Last season, if you look at what he was doing, it was like the first part of the first half, he was like sort of rope-a-doping people, seeing what the other team was doing, and then adjusting his tactics at half time. And then we were coming out the second half and it'd be a totally different team, where this year he's sort of like, he just lost himself. It's like, obviously, I know you look at it with what I think it's like 9 games unbeaten now. But if you're looking at the performances have been poor. Like, they haven't been good performances. We're getting results, but it's just like he's setting out the team just to get results. Now, where it's like we're not free flowing. He's like, put the 4 midfielders on, look more stable, look more solid, and go from there. And I can understand if you do that for 1 or 2 games to get people's confidence back up, but to do it for like the last eight games, it's not working. Like we've got no flow, we've got no rhythm going forward. It's like there's no attack. It's like we're basically looking for, a lot of our goals come from mistakes from players, like closing down. Yeah, someone's made a mistake and we score a goal. And you can't go into games looking for that, man. The quality of players you've got. I know you've got a few injuries at the moment, but he's just lost his mojo. I know a lot of fans are saying,
do you feel that the players aren't really playing for him at the minute?
I don't think you can say that, because I know a lot of people say, no, the players, but the players got to take responsibility as well. Like he sets them out with the tactics, and obviously the tactics ain't been brilliant, but that doesn't stop you from running hard. You get what I mean? That doesn't stop you from making a tackle. It doesn't stop you from having a bozo moment. You get what I mean? The tactics ain't that. That's down to individual performances. You get me? You get what I'm saying? So they are playing for him, but it's just all wrong. Like the tactics are all wrong at the moment. And I know a lot of Liverpool fans are saying slot out. Like through his performances, you can say that, but I'll ask a question. When I ask other Liverpool fans slot out, who do you want in? Because before our bad one, people were saying Glasner and people were saying Areola. But if you look at their form in the last 7 to 8 games, therefore
hasn't been too good either.
You get what I mean? So it's all well and good saying slot out. Then who? And when they can't give a name, when you say, "Oh, that's not my decision," so you're saying slot out, but you've got no one in mind. You've got to have someone in mind. And if you look at it, a lot of the managers now, they're not going to be available to the summer. They're not going to come halfway through the season.
Yeah.
So have someone
to a club like Liverpool, though, a big club like Liverpool, you sure, they should be able to tempt someone away from a job not as big.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But who would you say? Yeah, he's the man. Like, if you look at all the top managers out there, like all of them are in good jobs. Nagelsmann's probably he ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah,
he ain't gonna go nowhere till until the end of the World Cup. You get what I mean? So,
got a message from Double Pivot Sports there. Big up, bro. He said it's like Slot has turned into a coward overnight.
100%. Agree with that. Like you saw last season how proactive he was. He's like, he didn't want to draw. Even when we're drawing games, he goes for the win. Look at, I'll give you an example. Last season we played Fulham, went down to 10 men, losing 1-0. Dropped Gravenberch into centre back, but he still pushed him into midfield when we were on the ball. We drew the game 2-2. You get what I mean? You don't go from that manager last year. I know a lot of fans, people saying, "Oh, it was the league was poor, But then people are saying that people say that this year the league's poor. You get what I mean? But regardless of the league's poor or not, you're still changing your tactics, going for wins. You get what I mean? Where this year he just doesn't seem to want to do it. Like he's just, like I said, that run where we started the season when we won 5 in a row, and I said it, that's not sustainable. When we got them 4 losses, it's like his confidence just went. And he's just like, he just needs to get that confidence back.
Yeah, she double agrees with you, man. I was gonna say, how did you feel about obviously, we're talking about everything that's gone on for the start of the season till now. How are you feeling about the Salah situation? Obviously, it wasn't ideal that time where you spoke to the press that time. How are you feeling about it now? A lot of fans were like, just let him go in January, etc., etc. Even though he's gone AFCON, the fans were quite split. A lot of them didn't want him back at all. Saying, you shouldn't have done that to the press, keep it in-house. Like, what's your thoughts on that Salah situation?
Yeah, I totally agree. You should have kept it in-house. Like, I don't agree with Carragher all the time because he gets on my nerves. Like, when we know you're a Liverpool fan, but when he's on commentary, he's like so biased towards Liverpool. It's like, you don't need to do that. Like, just be down the middle. So I agree with him where he's saying about sort of when he said, Salah doesn't come out and speak when he needs to, when Liverpool on a losing run, he shouldn't have spoke. I sort of agree with that. But then you don't be a hypocrite yourself, because when Liverpool were poor, all I saw was Gerrard coming out and speaking. I didn't see you come out and speak when Liverpool were in that poor run. So don't then say that Salah should be doing it because X, Y, Z. But he should have kept it in-house. No doubt about it. Like, and for you to be complaining and saying, you've been using a scapegoat, but you were playing poorly. Not just you, don't get me wrong, there's other players who are playing poorly, but you ain't got a leg to stand on saying about you being made a scapegoat because you weren't playing. You weren't any sort of form, along with Gakpo, along with McAllister. I'm not saying that they should have been dropped because they should have been, but you can't then be moaning saying, "Oh, I'm being made as a scapegoat," like because you were poor. You were poor as well. You get what I mean? So you deserve to be dropped. And then if you look at the games where he wasn't playing, we won them. Or we got a result in them. So what are you saying? The proof's in the pudding. You said it last year. You said you came out in an interview at the end of the season and said that you spoke to Slot and told him that if I do less defending, I'll get you the goals. So you gave everyone the tactic. So everybody knows you do less defending. So where they all attacking now, attacking down your side because you do less defending.
Yeah.
So what do you expect? And then the game he came back when I think Gomez got injured early. Man was running around defending and stuff. So you clearly seen what people have been saying about defending, and you started to do it.
Yeah. I think a big conversation needs to be had when he's back from AFCON.
Yeah.
To see where you go from there. Whether he stays beyond summer, it remains to be seen. Let me just click this. Yes, big up KJ, man. Big up, man.
Big up KJ, man. Long time.
Yeah, long time, brother. Long time. I got to message you, KJ, anyway, man, about coming on. Got a few panel shows coming up, so I'm going to message you anyway. But listen, man, let's get into. Is that the last thing you want to say on Liverpool?
Yeah, the only other thing I would say, like, this ain't an excuse because I said this in the summer, and I said this to you personally. I thought we did too much business in the summer, too many outs in the summer, too much change too soon. Yeah, and it's sort of come back. It's come back to haunt us now. You get what I mean? It's like didn't replace Diaz. I know they're saying about they don't want to stunt Rio's growth, but Rio hasn't really been playing, and you can't depend on a 17-year-old. Don't get me wrong, like the odd game here and there. I think if Liverpool probably be doing better, I think he probably would have played more
games. Yeah,
he probably would have got more minutes and stuff like that. But because we've been so poor, you can't rely on him. But then at this moment in time, play him. Like what's gonna happen? You get what I mean? Like you ain't gonna lose any sleep and he ain't gonna do any worse. So yeah, I think it's just basically like get back to basics. Really, get back to Liverpool, the way Liverpool play. And I don't think we've got enough speed in the team to go back to the 4-3-3. But you just got to find something.
Before we obviously continue, we go on. I know what you're saying about speed and stuff. So do you think someone like, obviously we heard about the reason why you didn't really go for Semenyo is Slot was stalling and other things going on in the background. Do you think Semenyo's he clearly wanted to come to Anfield because we've been hearing it for the last few months how he's set on Liverpool.
Yeah.
So why don't you think you've actually gone for someone like him when it's clear that you need him?
Yeah, from what I've read lately, I think it's the wages as well he was asking for. They're not prepared to pay the wages that he's asking for. You get what I mean? It's like Semenyo is a brilliant player. Don't get me wrong, but do you think he's worth like 150 to 180? I'm hearing quotes. Like Liverpool don't really pay that sort of wages for someone who's like, I'm not saying not up and coming because I don't want to sound disrespectful to him because I think he's a good player. But those are the sort of wages you're looking at someone like Rodrigo or someone like that. You get what I mean? Like he's that wow factor player. You get what I mean?
Like a Leao, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Leao, like those sort of players, those are the sort of money you're looking for. You're paying that amount of money. But you're not really going to pay that money for Semenyo. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, boy, it looks like City. It looks like he's going City, and then I'm hearing Mamouche and Savino might be the ones to have to make way.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting that because those guys haven't been there long at all. But You know, with Pep, I think with Pep, he's got that thing of once he's kind of gone off you, like
Yeah,
you've got
so
no
you're
future.
done. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, you're done at City. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to my boys, the Gunners. Boy, City have just drew. You know, Enzo's just done a last minute goal for Chelsea, man, which is with me, but I was celebrating like I'm a Chelsea fan because you know what it's like. But listen, this season so far for us, man, I'm happy. I'm happy at the minute, yes, because obviously currently top of the league, top of the Champions League, semi-finals of the Carabao. Um, you know, what's there to not be happy about in general?
Yeah.
I've got to admit though, some of the performances, I feel that we could have done a little bit better in some of the performances we've had. I feel that we've got to be more clinical as well in front of goal. You know, at the end of the day, it's a results business, isn't it? Once you get the 3 points, you know, ultimately, I don't care how they come, but there's just been a few too many games where, you know, I'm sitting on the edge of my bed, like just you know, the nerves. Like
Yeah.
for example, say the Wolves game.
Mm.
You know, we can go back to the Wolves game a couple of weeks ago. We can go to the Bournemouth game yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, like there's games that are just at the end, they seem a bit too tight. It's like we seem to sometimes I feel like we shut up shop too early. You can go to the Sunderland game, you know, where they scored in the last minute. You know, where Arteta's making those subs to kind of bringing on an extra defender to shut up shop. When I just feel no, you know, leave it as it is because you know we've still got chances in this game. Why are we going to take off an attacking player and basically our attacking prowess kind of weakens. So just I'll get back to the comments in a minute. But yeah, why take off an attacking player, put on another defensive player? Then you're inviting all the pressure, you know, from a team like Sunderland, and obviously they scored. And it's happened a lot of times this season. I'm not, you know, apart from games like all right, beat Leeds 5-0, Villa 4-1 last season, games like that where you know we're just going for it, and each attack it looks like we look threatening, like we can score a goal. Do you know what I mean?
It was like 2 seasons ago, innit? Was it when you went on like that? It was an 18 game run where you literally beating like teams like 4 or 5, like
4, 5,
every
6,
week.
Yeah,
like just
battering everyone. Yeah, we was battering everyone that season, and I feel that if we can do that now, obviously we got you next on Thursday, which is going to be a big game. You know, a game I think we can win.
Yeah, to be honest, I would say your favourites for that game. Like on our current form, you're definitely favourites for that game.
Yeah, I definitely feel we're favourites, man. You know, this season for us is just like I've always said it anyway. You know, there's been loads of Arsenal fans that are celebrating already. I've always been, you know me, I've always been like, listen, one game at a time.
Yeah.
I'm not getting ahead of myself. There's still 18 or so games to go.
Oh, remember last season when I was saying one game at a time, and everyone said our league's over. I was like, nope, don't say that. You don't say it, man. You can't be saying it.
Exactly. I think what we got to do is keep winning now, and we need to get. My ideal thing will be a thing where, you know, we get to that point where we're at least 10 points ahead, you know, going into the last, say, 8 games, and where we've got a healthy gap, you know, where we don't have to feel so pressured. Because you know what it is, when previous seasons, you know, when we've been in certain positions and we've got the team City or whoever breathing down our necks, because we haven't really had the experience, you notice it more. But I feel that this season, you know, look, City went top, was it last week, and straight away, bang, we've come back and they've drawn 2 in a row, and we've won 2 in a row, and we've gone again. Do you know what I mean? I feel that this season we're more the team. We've got the experience. We've got especially the squad depth.
Yeah,
That's one thing this season I feel that we've got that we haven't had in previous seasons. Because come on, when you're looking at Saliba and Gabriel going out at the same time in previous years, you're looking at that and you're thinking,
game over.
Like
game over.
It's
season done. Yeah,
you know? Season done. But fair enough. Hincapié is coming. You know, he's looked good. Mascari's injured now, but he looked very good.
Yeah.
You know,
he looked good from when he came in the Liverpool game. Didn't it? After 5 minutes, he looked very good in that game.
There you go. He looked very good. You know, Calafiori's looked very good this season. He's just had a few injuries here and there. Timber, I think he's looked excellent this season. And you know, Ben White, when he's come on and Timber's had to go to centre back, Ben White's looked good as well, man. I'm just gonna go to the comments quickly. KJ said we'll take 3 points because we ain't favourites. You know, that's gonna be. I'll be at that game, man. I'm going to that game, so that's gonna be be an interesting game. But listen, all in all, man. Like I said, I'm happy. I feel that the rotation is there. It's like guys like Saka being rested yesterday. You know, Eze at the minute is not been getting any minutes whatsoever. Really, since the Aston Villa game.
Yeah,
I heard obviously rumors that, you know, Arteta kind of had words with him. It was his defensive side. He wants to improve defensively because, you know, Arteta likes his attackers to be able to defend as well. And Eze apparently hasn't been doing that too well. And obviously the Matty Cash goal was a clear example of that at Villa as well. So that was a clear example of that. So I think Eze apparently has been working more on his defensive game, but I personally don't want to see Eze working on the defensive game.
No.
You know, that's not me.
You don't need
I want to see.
He doesn't need. Let's be honest. You've got the best defense in the league. You've got the best.
They got D-man.
The probably two best. No, not the best. Destructive, probably midfielder in the league in Rice. Like you don't need Eze to defend. Like let's be real. Like
exactly,
you've got a solid midfield. You've got a solid defense. You can allow him to be free.
Yeah,
that's Eze. Eze's like he's a maverick, and I've always said this. Arteta doesn't like mavericks, and he ends up ruining players. Man, like you know what Eze is. Like you've seen him perform. He's performed well against Arsenal in numerous games. You've seen him perform for the last 2-3 seasons at Crystal Palace, just being allowed to play his game. You don't need him. You don't need him to defend. Like obviously you don't want him to what's it called, to run back and do all this nonsense. But D-Man makes you laugh because you can't say PGMO for Liverpool to a Liverpool fan. Like Diaz. Kung Fu kick by what's it called? What's his name? Man City player. Like let's not go there, man. Let's not go there. It comes to PGMO Liverpool. Let's not go there.
Already. Big up D-Man. Listen, everyone as well. I'm gonna tune into D-Man TV, man. Newcastle fan as well, but yeah.
Oh, Newcastle. Oh yeah. Who are you supporting today, D-Man?
He was at D-Man was at St. James's.
That's what I'm saying.
With his little boy, he had the Newcastle flags on today. I don't think he had the Palace flags on today.
I'm sure he had the Palace shirt underneath, didn't
it? In case Mateta scored, it just.
Yeah, no. For me, I think Arteta's got better with his rotation on certain players, but there's other players you're thinking like for me, Rice especially, he's probably your most important player. And
100%.
I don't. It's like you were saying before about not killing games. I think that's what's not allowing players to get better rest time. Like you said, if you win a game, like I don't know, 60, 70 minutes in you're like, say, I don't know, 4-0 up. That's the time you can say, right, Rice, come off for the last 20 minutes, put on Norgard. But because you're, like you said, you're like sort of like easing down the gears when you're 1 or 2-0 up. he can't afford to give Rice rest time, because obviously he was out against Villa, and don't get me wrong, you lot won the game 4-1 in the end. But that first half, what's it called? Onana was absolutely killing you, man. In midfield, man. He's running through that midfield. You can see he's like, you're missing Rice.
Him going off was a big change in that game, because our midfield was non-existent.
Yeah, that saved you, him going off injured, man. So I think Rice is probably the most important player in your midfield, and having no one really to cover for it. Well, you've got players to cover it for you, but you've got no really like for like. You get what I mean? No one's got his athleticism like to get up and down and roared everywhere. You get what I mean? So there's games, like you said, where you should be winning 3 or 4-0, thinking, right, off you come, Rice. Because the back end of the season, it's a lot of congestion. You lot got like 9 games, isn't it? This month alone, isn't it?
This month, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like these are obviously shouldn't be playing the weekend against Portsmouth, but you got what? You got us on Thursday, rest of Portsmouth, and you got Chelsea in the cup. Then you got Forest. Leg. Then you got Forest away. Then you got Inter Milan.
Yeah, so it's tough. But you know what?
Certain games doesn't really play that game, though, does he? Really, the Inter Milan game, because you're not already qualified. So really and truly, you shouldn't play that game.
Portsmouth. That's 2 games. That's Portsmouth and Inter, where Rice can rest.
Yeah, definitely.
In those games, even a rest of Gabriel against Portsmouth and put Calafiori be back. So play Skelly there, play Skelly on the left, play Calafiori in the middle, Hincapié in the middle. Mosquera hopefully should be back as well. Havertz is back. He wasn't on the bench yesterday because they wanted to rest him again. But Havertz is back. Jesus is back scoring.
Yeah.
Before we come off them, before we go into the next subject, I just want to talk about Gyökeres for a bit, because we know Gyökeres is he's getting a lot of stick. Yesterday was a little bit better in terms of movement off the ball and drawing defenders away to give people like Rice space and give people like Madueke a lot of space. I think Madueke had a good game yesterday as well.
Yeah, he did. He
had a brilliant game. But, Gyökeres, at the minute, there was a thing where, all right, people were saying maybe he's not getting enough service. He's not getting the right person. And I don't know if you've seen that clip as well. There's been that clip of going around of Odegaard. This is the one clip that people show me.
Yeah, pass the ball, Odegaard. Pass the ball.
Yeah. So you got that one clip. But then, I could run it back and show people clips of where Gyökeres has been put in beautiful chances to score goals. He's been getting the service. But I can admit where I can say, Gyökeres has been losing a lot of his one-on-one duels against Everton, especially. He lost a lot of his duels, like one-on-one, and in the air he was a bit weak, and he hasn't been doing as great, and he hasn't lit up the Premier League as much as I originally thought. Because I thought to myself when he came in, I was convinced. I was like, this is the the final piece of the jigsaw, a guy that's going to get us 20 plus goals, Premier League goals in a season. It's not going so well right now. Will he come good? Yes, I believe he will. I still think he's adapting. He's got a lot of adapting to do to our style of play. I do believe that our style of play is probably more fit for a false 9 than an out-and-out number 9.
Yeah.
Which is why Havertz and Jesus probably work a little bit more than Gyökeres at a minute. But, that's something that Arteta has got to, I guess, sort out,
Do you think it's do you think it's a bit of both, not just Gyökeres' fault, but Arteta and his tactics as well? Because you knew what you were getting, didn't it? You knew what
Yeah.
Gyökeres is. You know he's not a false nine. So
Mhm.
do you think, because for me personally, like I said, when I first said it, I said Gyökeres basically came in to bully the little teams, isn't it? Because if you look at his goal scoring record in Portugal, he didn't really score against the big boys, isn't it? It was always the little boys, he bullied them and stuff like that. So for me, I thought, coming into for those games where, because let's get it right, Arsenal's record against the top six was good under Arteta.
Yeah,
You always seem to drop
it was
points against the smaller teams. So
the
I
little
think
teams. Yeah,
brought him in for them teams, right? Go out, get your hat trick against them boys, bully them boys. Where he hasn't done it, where it's like the Premier League centre backs are a lot stronger than what he's used to, innit? He's used to playing like these soft centre backs where he can bully them, innit? He's the big man where you can't do that over here. But then Arsenal are not playing to his strength, so I get where people are saying, he's hold up play, but you knew his hold up play were there. He's not a false nine. He's a run over the top into space. Let me get into positions. Let me just thunder the ball in. You get what I mean? So I think it's on Arteta as well as him, innit? Like, you're not using him correctly. That's for me. I don't think Arsenal team are using him correctly. Like, he's not a bully boy. He's not a battering ram. Not for me anyway. Like
KJ said, obviously we know Arteta wanted Sesko ahead of Gyökeres. It was actually Berta that went over him and got Gyökeres instead. Who knows what we can't say, I know D-Man said Arsenal should have gone for Sesko instead and Gyökeres should have gone United. We don't know what could happen. It could have been worse. It could have been better. We don't know. And begging for Voltemade, you keep Voltemade. This has got him out of the team now anyway.
Exactly. But Sesko didn't want to come to Arsenal because he didn't want to play second fiddle. Yeah. That's why Bert had pulled away from it. It's like, well, if you're not willing to be a team player, then let's go for the man who we can get in, who wants to come to Arsenal. You get what I mean? So It's all well and good saying that one should have gone to the other, but Sesko didn't want to come to Arsenal, did he?
There you go. It's true. But yeah, man, we get on to the next the subject, and I'll let you start this one, Scans. The promoted teams progress, man.
Promoted teams, man. I was listening.
Which team you want to go for first?
Sunderland, man. That's the story, man. We got D-Man in the building, and they're above them, innit? So yeah, they've surprised me, man, because I think they made about between 9 and 11 signings in the summer.
A lot. And I mean, getting Xhaka as captain, I think, was a masterstroke as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. You could say he's probably been the signing of the season so far.
Yeah.
To captain a brand new team who just got promoted into what? They were at one point they were fourth in the league, third in the league.
Yeah.
I know that obviously they're struggling at the moment because they've got like seven or eight players at AFCON, but I think they've been brilliant, man. Like they don't give up. It's not easy to go to what's it called? Go to the Stadium Light and get a point. So
exactly. They've held City, they've held us, they've held Spurs.
Yep.
No
joke, man.
Newcastle.
They drew with us one. They drew with us 1-1. They could have won it at the end of the game as well. But they've done really well. They drew. They drew to Spurs today as well.
Yeah.
1-0 down to Spurs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
They've done really well, man, and their manager as well. Same manager. They did a piece on their owner. The owner's like, he's very ambitious, man, and he's backed him. He's backed him well, man. And
do
Leeds.
you think they can get Europe?
It depends how. It depends on how the next few games go before they get their players back. I think because obviously it's a struggle. They're away till the end of the month. If they could still pick up a few points, in why not? And then look at Leeds.
I know. Beginning of the
Decent.
season, we were all laughing at the Dominic Calvert-Lewin links to Newcastle and stuff, and now look at him. He's on
That's what I'm
form, man.
saying, bro. He's unlucky today. Hit the post. He played all right today. They could have got a win against Man United, man. They've done really well. And remember, he wasn't Farcard that like what's it called? The bookie's favourite to get sacked as well at one point.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. And look at him now,
they're
man.
in some great form. Let's
And
see
there's
what
a lot-
D-Man's saying. Certain man backing off their top when a game's not done is diabolical work. Scants focusing on the wrong things. Bare spelling mistakes, D-Man. Calm back.
Exactly.
What's
D-Man, like, you're saying it's diabolical, but you were calling for your manager's head like not too long ago, and we're above you as well. And we're having a poor season, so yeah.
Let's not pretend Sunderland are finishing above us.
But
Yes,
how do you know?
yes.
Is that a guarantee? Is that a guarantee?
Listen, we heard Newcastle are challenging this season, but let's not get into that. Yeah, Leeds.
We also heard that they got the best midfield in the league as well. I heard certain man said we got the best midfielder in the league after Scholes gaslit you, and boy, since then,
Tonali who, eh? It's all about, having that Rice versus Tonali debate. And I can't hear Tonali's name, but you hear Rice, every newspaper outlet, every online thing, you hear Rice's name every single week, But anyway, let's not get into that. Go on, get into Leeds. Again, carry on with Leeds. 16th at the minute. Don't know, man. Do you think they survive?
I think they will. They seem to stumble on a formation now. It works for them, isn't it? So they've gone to a 3-5-2, two up front, which you don't really see a lot of teams do nowadays. Yeah. Calvert-Lewin, was it 5 to 7 goals in a row, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Just on form, man.
Yeah. So yeah, they've done well, man. I think their home form will keep them up. I think that's what will probably keep them up. Their home form, because I don't think they've really lost too many games at home this season. So I think they've got a chance. And let's be honest. Look at West Ham and Wolves. Wolves and West Ham, you might as well say are gone. And Burnley are not going to like any trees, man. So I think these will survive. Even though I had them going down at the beginning of the season, but they've turned it around, man.
I'm kind of surprised at Forest because considering how they were last season, obviously we know they fell off at the end. This season, Forest have just been diabolical this season, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely diabolical. I bet Morgan Gibbs White is he's ruined that he signed that new contract as well. Because obviously
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to get like someone turn up at my door. Like Gibbs White in that what's it called, that interview he did with he sort of like you can see something was behind him. He was very fearful. Very fearful.
Scouts clutching on the best midfield from last season. Okay, well at least last season.
Yeah, but how many of those players were in the team of the season, D-Man? Let me just remind me, because I think it was 2 from Liverpool and 1 from Arsenal, if I'm correct, Cal. Yeah,
from last season. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay then.
As for Tonali, I addressed that in my earlier comment. Talk gravy boat now.
Got more goals and more assists than Tonali, I think. I do believe.
Oh, God. Newcastle. Listen, man, we got to get onto these guys quickly. Man City, obviously, they've just drawn 2 games back to back. Pep's gone back to basics, you reckon? But, what's your view on City this season and what you think they can achieve at the end of it?
They've done a lot better than I thought. I thought they would have struggled this season, to be fair, because of how last season was and their defensive issues. And you saw it at the beginning of the season. Obviously, it lost to Spurs and Brighton back to back.
Yeah.
Conceded a lot of chances, a lot of goals, but he sort of turned it around. Let's be honest. They won like 5 or 6 in a row. Got back in. They were like what 7 or 8 points behind you. Cut it down to 2.
Yeah, went ahead for a
couple of hours. So he definitely turned it around. Went back to basics. Obviously, got Shirky in the team, a sort of maverick, and you're thinking, like over the last few years, Pep has sort of like gone away from like those sort of players, like those players with freedom. He's more of a system-based team. So to bring him in and him playing pretty well for majority of the season, he's sort of gone back to his old ways, sort of like how he was at when he first came to City with like obviously he had Sane and Sterling on the wings. So he sort of this season it feels like he's gone back to that where he's thinking, right, I've got these great attacking players, let me use them. Let's not make it robotic. Let them do what they got to do to get the points. And he's sort of gone back to that. They've been pretty solid defensively as well. So I know Rodri's just come back in the team. It's going to probably take them a couple of games to get back to full fitness, but they're going to be thereabouts challenging with Arsenal. They know how to do it. Let's be straight. They're the one team who knows they can go on a 10 to 15 game winning run. Like how many teams in the league can do that? You get what I mean? I know people will say, "Oh, they can't." I can't see the City side doing it, but you got a manager like Pep. They know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And who do you think comes out for Semenyo then? If that gets over the line, because that's got until is it the 10th until that?
Yeah, I think the 10th
runs out.
Yeah, I think the 10th is when the clause runs out. That's what I mean. How are they going to use him? Because Pep just comes out of these weird positions for players. Because look at what's his name, Nunes.
Yeah,
playing fullback. They brought him as a centre midfielder. Pep didn't like him in centre midfield, turned him into a right back. Look at is it O'Reilly, the young fullback?
Yeah,
he was a number 10. He was a number 10 growing up. Now look, playing left back, and he doesn't look out of place playing left back. So you can't say where he's going to play. He might think right. He could be Haaland's like backup, like thinking, these are games when I want to give Haaland a rest. Let me play him as like a false 9 or battering ram. So he'll find a way. And obviously they've got Pep Linders there. He was the master of the 4-3-3 with Salah and Mane. So he may want to use him on one of the wings. But he's both footed, Semenyo, isn't he?
Yeah. He could play either side.
Yeah.
So he's definitely gonna.
And there'll be games he may want all speed. He might not want Shirky to play, so he could come in for Shirky because Shirky obviously he's playing a lot at the moment. So it'd be a good signing for him.
Let's go. This guy's Pep will use him like Sterling, says KJ.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, this is D-Man, I think, another. So, man, you'll probably sign by Wednesday, yeah. That'll get done. I reckon that. Man, that's gonna be some signing, man. But I heard Oscar Bob, Savinho, Oscar Bob, and Mamouche are the ones that'll be on the transfer market.
Yeah, I think Mamouche should be difficult to sign it though, because I heard he's on like $350 a week or something. I don't know if that's true. But I think his wages are. That's what I'm saying. His wages are high, so that might be a difficult one. Let's see if Spurs might go back in for Semenyo now that they sold Johnson.
Brennan Johnson.
Yeah, and they might go in for him now because they nearly had him in the summer, innit? So they might go back in for him now.
Who's Semenyo you're talking about?
No, Savinho. Tottenham might go back in for him.
True.
Yeah.
Kudus came off early today, injured as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know how serious that Kudus injury is, either. But boy, it's an interesting season, man. Let's get into this segment quickly. Surprise teams of the season. Boy, we've already spoke about Sunderland.
Yeah.
There's another team we spoke about offline. They just won, 10, 11 games in a row, and then got taken out by the mighty Arsenal. And that's Aston Villa, man.
Yeah.
You know, have they surprised you this season, or you feel like they got Emery, they got a decent squad?
No, you got to say they surprised you from obviously from the start of the season. I think they had no wins in the first 4 or 5 games. I think it was, and then to go on an 11-game winning run. Let's have it right. 11-game winning run, not like 6, 7 wins and a couple of draws. 11-game winning runs. You got to give Emery credit. Obviously, they come unstuck against you. But I think, like I was saying before, the first half was pretty even until Onana came off. I think that changed the game for Arsenal because he was running the midfield in that first half against you. And they played some good football. Morgan Rogers has been on smoke, man. He's been scoring some worldies and stuff.
Yeah. He's been brilliant this season.
Yeah, defense has been pretty solid. Got a good midfield. That Kamara, I love that Kamara's quality player, man. Quality player. 3 signing they got him for as well, man. That's a good bit of business.
Yeah, he was good.
McGinn's a good little battler. Like they've got a good team, man. Good decent squad, and Emery's used them well.
He has, man. He's used them well. I mean, apart from him walking off and not even wanting to shake Arteta's hand, I think that was a bit sour grapes.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's had Villa playing some decent football. Any other teams that surprised me? I mean, Brentford has surprised me as well. They're sitting in 7th. Thiago has been a top signing.
Revelation, isn't it?
Igor Thiago. Yeah, let me go the top goal scorers. Thiago's 14 goals already this season. Only Haaland
got a hat-trick today as well.
Haaland with 19 is thing. We know what you're going to get with Haaland, but this, Igor Thiago, I mean, if he continues his goals at this rate, I don't know if we're going to see him at Brentford next season.
Remember, they bought him 2 seasons. They bought him 2 seasons ago, isn't it? He was injured last year. I think did he? I think it's ACL or something he done
last year. It was something he done last year.
Yeah, he was out for the whole season, man.
Yeah, he only played 8 games last season, but for now, he's got 14 goals in 20 and 1 assist.
Yeah,
and he looks like a proper. He looks like a finisher.
Yeah, he's been quality, man. And like you said, Keith Andrews as well, man. Set piece coach last season and first like major. I think it's first major manager's role as well. Can't remember if he's been as a manager before, but he's done well, man. He's done really well.
Fernando's. Yes.
Was he at Blackburn?
Big up D-Man, man. Safe trip back, bro, from Newcastle.
Big up D-Man.
Yeah, Tielemans has been cold, definitely.
Yeah, Tielemans. Another free signing as well. Another free signing. Yeah.
So I'm saying he's done some good business, man. It's a shame D-Man's getting on the train, man, because it's gonna get into this, man.
Yeah.
How have Newcastle fared without Isak? How have they fared in general this season? I mean, Walter Mardy's coming. Visser's just come back from being injured as well, and Visser looks good. Chow, however you pronounce it, in defense, I think he's been brilliant this season.
Yeah, good signing as well.
Good signing for them as well. A lot of fans are mixed. Obviously, D-Man is a heavy. D-Man, Jefferson, a couple other guys. Big up 90s Mags, by the way. They are Eddie Howe out, and then you've got big up Specs again, Geordie Dread TV. Specs is still on that kind of, Specs loves Howe, so he's not gonna cross that line. Specs is always gonna be Howe in. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless Newcastle get relegated, I think he's Howe in. But how do you feel that they've fared this season? First, we'll go with, obviously, you guys have taken their best striker, since Alan Shearer, I believe. So, how do you think they fared without Isak?
I think they've struggled to adapt without him. Well, the last, I would say, probably 4 to 5 games, because obviously Walter Marder came in, hit the ground running, scored a few goals. But you can see the play was too slow for him. Like, they're like high intensity pressing from the front and quick balls into the box. He's not quick enough. Don't get me wrong. He's a great footballer, but as a striker, he's not quick enough for Newcastle's style of play. And you see that now with Vissa coming in. Now he's fit. That sort of famous front three, like with speed, obviously speed out wide and speed up front. Very versatile in like interchanging and stuff. So I think they've sort of, I don't know if they've got there. You can't really say they're back to how they were last season, because obviously they beat Burnley. But if you watch the actual game, Burnley were lucky not to get a draw out of that game, because they were all over them in the second half. Where obviously they got a good win against Palace today. Palace are a good team. So are they back? There's been, like you said, D-Man and a 90th man calling for his head. So it's hard to say. Like I've been saying to Specs and D-Man, like, playing every 3 days ain't for everyone. And Eddie Howe, and obviously I can like joke about things, but Eddie Howe hasn't got a plan B. And I've always said that it's like the team needs to be pressed, like KJ saying, high intensity team, and they don't know how to slow down. Like that's how they play, and that's where they picked up a lot of injuries.
Exactly. KJ said they just need more floor raisers to drop off in quality compared to the starters. Is there not? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they didn't really have a fair crack at the summer window. They wanted Ekatike, that got turned down. They wanted João Pedro, that didn't happen. Isak leaving, and then obviously getting in the likes of Elanga and Ramsey and Voltemade, Vissa. Good players, but Elanga for me just hasn't done it this season.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. He hasn't really done it, man. So, I mean, I think Newcastle could still get. I've always had them in the top 5 this season, finishing 5th. I still, even though they started, what are they now? They're 9th. I think Newcastle, they've got a fair, decent run. I think they've got Leeds, even though Leeds have been playing well. They've got Leeds, they've got Wolves at home, I believe, as well. They've got a decent run now where they should be picking
up points.
Yeah, from the next game. So I think Newcastle could think they'd have. How do you go if they got is it from the jump? Yeah, I reckon so as well. I reckon so. If you had got Isak before Hugo, I don't think you would have got Hugo as well.
No, but to be fair, from what I heard though, Liverpool are out to get 2 strikers. Hugo was always on a list. They just didn't think they'd be able to get Isak. Hugo was the number 1. Yeah. I hear that. But Scats, before we go, man, let's get into a little bit of transfer news. Yes, mate. Hope everyone likes that little graphic there. Let's talk for that before we go. We got about 5 minutes or so left before the end of the show. So let's get into this the January transfer window. So I'm going to say, how many signings? No, let's put it this way: you could only sign 2 different positions. We won't get into players yet. For Liverpool, you can only sign 2 positions this window. Which positions are you going for? Centre back and winger.
Centre back and a winger. Okay.
Yeah.
You wouldn't replace centre forward after Isak going down, obviously with his injury.
I'd like a winger you can play up front. You get what I mean? So he's versatile.
Okay.
So you get what I mean? It's like there's no point buying another. Like if I wanted another striker, I would say I'd get a striker on loan, like to the end of the season, like a 6-month loan. Like I don't know, like an Ivan Toney or something. Take him on loan until the end of the season. You get what I mean?
End of the season.
Yeah,
Rodrigo and Schlotterbeck.
Yeah.
Would you take them too? Would you take Leao ahead of Rodrigo if he was up for grabs?
I still take Leao for me. Like Leao, like he's just I know he's what's it called? Some people say he's in and out of form and he's not thing, but he's just one of them players who just unpredictable. You get what I mean? Like 6'2" winger who can just glide past people. Like, get me a Leao.
I think the Premier League suits him as well. You know, I think it will suit him.
Yeah,
I think they'll suit him so much. KJ said we need to move now because Guehi is a summer deal.
Yeah.
You don't feel that's possible this month?
To me personally, I'd go for him. Like let's be real, right? Glasner's saying you can't afford to let him go, right? But you don't want to sign a contract. You're saying you're going at the end of your contract. So if I'm Steve Parish, I'm like, nah, it's not you, man. I want my 20. I'm getting 20 million for Guehi now.
Yeah.
Like
instead
you don't want to sign a
losing
contract
on a free.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to sign a contract, but you're dictating, saying, "Oh, I can't let him go." Nah, right? You sign your contract and get me some money, so you can't go for free in the summer yourself, or I'm selling them.
Yeah,
I'll give him an ultimatum as well. Same way.
Yeah. KJ said he'll take Leao, but he don't think he works on the slot.
Yo, boy, use his speed, mate. We need speed. Use his speed.
Yeah, he's got a making thing, man. Signing bonus in the summer for him. Guehi.
Yeah.
Won't move now.
No, not unless we give him extra wages and a signing bonus. So what two positions do you think you lot need?
Ooh, me personally, I want another midfielder, like a Rice type.
Yeah.
Like a nice box to box would be great. Just so that, you know, if Rice, God forbid, was to go down, you know, we can replace like for like someone that can come in and do a similar job. Because, you know, put Marino in there. Marino's a totally different type of midfielder. Norgard, totally different type of midfielder. Zubamendi, I believe he could probably try and play that role, but I don't think he'd play it as good as Rice.
He's not athletic enough to play that role.
Exactly. What I kind of want to see is, I mean, I would love to see Eze and Odegaard play as a 2-10s, and then maybe have Rice just kind of sitting behind them.
Yeah. And you could do that. There's certain games you could do that, bro. There's certain fixtures, especially at home, you should be able to do that. Let's get it right. Like
definitely,
you're playing Burnley at home, where you know they're going to come and park the bus. That's the perfect opportunity to play on both, and just have that like you had like 2 years ago when I said that you lot had probably the best triangle in the Premier League, where you have Saliba, Gabriel, and Rice. They could defend on their own. Look. If you look at it. That's how Liverpool used to defend under Klopp, innit? You had Fabinho, Van Dijk, and Matip or Gomez. That triangle. Everyone else used to push forward.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And then we didn't concede a lot of goals.
Exactly.
You look through the history of football. That's where a lot of teams base their team on that triangle. The DM, and 2 centre backs.
Mm.
You can look through football history with that sort of base for teams, and you've got the perfect base. Like let's get it right. You've got the best defensive partnership, and
Yeah.
Rice is a monster in midfield. Like the guy can run for days.
There
He's
you
basically
go.
like the new Kante, basically.
Yeah,
You get what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, I didn't really see what Arteta was trying to do with him because I was like, Rice is like he's one of the best sixes in the league, but
Yep.
you know, I got to hold my hands up as a lot of fans have got to say, listen, he's taken on his position and doing well,
Yeah.
and I feel with like Eze and Odegaard playing in it as 2 10s, I feel that could unlock Gyökeres's ability so much more as well. Because that draws out an extra defender and it takes an extra defender away from Gyökeres. It's like Eze will draw a defender to him all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
1 or 2. That gives Gyökeres more space in that up front and stuff to things. So,
but hasn't Eze like set Gyökeres up like twice, and 2 of the goals come from Eze.
Yeah, from Eze. Yeah. 2 of his goals come from Eze, on that left hand side as well.
Yeah.
Eze playing on left, but to me, Trossard, I think Martinelli
probably being your best attacker this season, isn't it? Trossard, to be honest with you.
Trossard's been excellent this season, man. He's been excellent, man. He's starting to get a bit of goal too. Yeah, he is right, KJ, man. But yeah, listen, Scats, it's been a great show, man. Welcome back, man. Glad to have you here with me on this thing.
Of course, man.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be back, man. We'll be back every week, man. We're gonna do two free shows a week. So tune in for that. KJ, I'm going to lock in with you if you're available next week. I'll DM you anyway, and then we can slot you into one of the panel shows, man. Because it'd be good to get you on the show. But
definitely,
Scott, anything you want to say before we head off?
Nah, man. Thursday's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'll be at the top, man. Nervous. It's going to be cold as well, so I want to make sure I wrap up.
Yeah, definitely, man. Wrap up, people, man. All in the minuses this week, man.
Exactly. But listen, guys, we're back on Tuesday with this show. Yes, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Be here. Enemy Lines panel show. You're gonna have me on there, Scats, of course, Specs from Geordie Jet TV, D-Man, Views from Views on Sports. And yeah, a couple more names in there on Tuesday. So Tuesday, 8 o'clock, we'll be back. Scats again. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up KJ every time. And yeah, man, we out. Big up.
Welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast.